Teleport is probably the best summoner spell next to Flash. It's a big game changer and can swing the game either way. I want to talk about what you should be looking for in order to make a successful teleport. What is teleport like? You see, teleporting is a lot like getting married. When you get married, it's exciting, it's thrilling, but it's also very dangerous because not only could you waste a lot of your time, lose a lot of money, but you could also potentially even lose your own house. It is a huge time and resource commitment, and you must be sure that this is going to work. So the first most important thing during a teleport and a marriage is communication. Whether it's your life partner or your lane partners, if you're not communicating with each other, then nothing is going to work out. This is an example of a great teleport. Before Rumble begins channeling his teleport, rather than begin pinging as he's channeling, he pings and communicates before he even starts the channel. This allows his lane partners to set up for the play that's about to happen, and it gives them time to bait out the enemy team to make them overextend in order for Rumble to get a better flank. Rumble goes in, and now the enemy team is completely surrounded. This allows his lane partners to pick up one kill on one side of the fight, while Rumble is able to go in the flank and pick up another kill on the other side. Without proper communication, even if you have a good flank, it's never going to work out. Here's an example of one of my teleports gone wrong. I see Draven overextending here, and he's got a lot of gold on him, so I want that shutdown kill. Thresh is in lane but about half HP, but I know we can pick him off together. But instead of pinging the lane, I only ping where I'm going to be. You can't do that because what you're doing is you're focusing on your stuff and you're not looking at it from your partner's perspective. Right now, Thresh's main concern is the Draven, and so he's only looking at the lane. He's not looking at the minimap right now. Rather than communicating to him through his own perspective, I'm only doing it through my own. And so he is unaware of my intentions and he comes in very late. As a result, Draven is able to outplay and get away. Now, the second thing that you need for a marriage and a teleport to work is commitment. The goal of a marriage is to last for life. The goal of a teleport is to make sure that you get a lot of kills. So in a sense, in both scenarios, you are trying to own the life of somebody else. So what you have to do in both cases is you have to make sure you can trap someone in marriage. Love cannot bind you for life. What you need to do is you need to make sure that this other person does not have any other options left. You gotta make sure that you're their only choice for love and happiness. Same thing with teleport. You gotta make sure that the enemies overcommit everything they have to make sure that they won't escape, that they're trapped. That is the only way real commitment can work. Take this teleport, for example, in Liquid versus GCU. Botlane moves up aggressively and Gragas TPs to try and make an aggressive play. Rumble has teleport the entire time but does not choose to channel it. Rather, he waits and sees what is going to unfold. When Gragas' TP finishes and he comes down, he hard commits with a flash body slam into his ult. Now that Gragas has no choices left, now that Gragas is trapped into this position, that is when Rumble chooses to make his own commitment. He's overcommitted. He's now trapped into this engagement. He has no resources and no way of actually escaping. This leads to 2 return kills for Rumble's team. This is why flank TPs are so important. Making frontal TPs in people's faces are usually not going to work because that gives too much time for the enemy team to make a response or to allow someone else to respond with their own teleport. This is the key to owning and trapping someone for life. Here's another example. Poppy has teleport the entire time. Even though her team is getting chased out, she chooses not to channel it. It is not until Camille has engaged and committed too hard to this does she actually choose to channel her teleport. By this point, Camille is too far in. She cannot escape. Now Camille is trapped. It doesn't matter what she does. Whether she burns flash, whether someone tries to save her, it does not matter because she is stuck in this engagement and Poppy owns her life. So that's how you use teleport. I'll say, well,